Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa and I live in Michigan with my husband and my two girls. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches. And this is episode 139. Got my Scrappy Sunday mug. You guys are probably sick of seeing this, but it's Sunday. I have to use my Scrappy Sunday mug. Today is Sunday, February 6th, 2022. Still got pumpkin spice creamer in there. Still have some in my fridge. I think I'm down to 2 bottles. I think so. 2.5, something like that. All right, this is my YouTube channel where I share my knitting, crocheting, sometimes cross stitch, whatever crafty thing I'm up to. If you are new, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I'm having a hard time with this. I'll have all the show notes right down there. Links to where you can find me. I'm most active on Instagram. I'll have links to patterns, bags, yarns, all that good stuff right down there. All right, I have one finished object today and 4 whips. Oh, and 1 whip. I'm so close. I'm so close, you guys. A part of me is like, I just need to, work on it all day and see how far I can get because I really want it done. I just want it done. Okay. First, I am doing Stashdown, hashtag Stashdown 2022 on Instagram. That's hosted by Bernadette Makes. This is a year-long knit-along where you just knit all the yarn, knit all your stash, and see how much you can get done. And have a goal for yourself. That's pretty much it. And it's meters like Stash Dash. So pretty much Stash Dash all year long. So I am for that. Except you can't use yarn purchased after January 1st, 2022. So if I buy any yarn, I got to make sure that I stash it somewhere else and not use it. So since it is a new month, I'm going to go over my totals for January. I knit 4 pair of socks and I finished my worsted weight shawl, the spiraling cables shawl, triangle shawl thingy by Stephen West. Okay, I'm not going to go by each sock and shawl, but my total was 1,948 meters. I guess I can show you my little notebook here. So yeah, I wrote the sock, I wrote what it was, and then I did like, kind of like the colorway name. Actually, no, I didn't. No, I kind of did. Felici, DVD, Opal, West Yorkshire Spinners. So, and then I wrote the meters here, and then that was my total for January. So here's February. And my goal was to do 50,000 meters. I don't know, but I have a couple big projects. So, I mean, if I don't get to 50, it's not a big deal. This is a challenge yourself kind of cal, and just knit through your stash. So, it's fine. And it is only January. I still have 11 more months. Okay, so that is my Stashdown stats. Now we will do finish object. This is my only finish object. I finished them. These are for my mom for Christmas. These are her Christmas socks. This is West Yorkshire Spinners in the Wood Pigeon colorway. I did an afterthought heel. For my afterthought heel, I knit 5 rows before I do my decrease. That helps give extra room in this area. Is this the instep? I don't know. I did 64 stitches, 12 rows of 2x2 rib. They do not match, like I said in my previous episode. The purples match and the blue-grays match, but they're like opposite of each other. I don't know if I can show this really well, but yeah, there you go. So when there's a dark purple, the other sock has a light purple, and then the vice versa for the gray / blue or whatever that is. So yeah, this is pair number 2 for my mom for Christmas. I was a little confused last week, but I looked in my notebook and she has 2 so far. I think I'd like to knit her 5. So I'm just going to keep chugging along. And that's it. That's it for my finished objects. But that's okay, because I will talk about in life stuff. I had so much knitting time this week. It doesn't feel like it. But I think after I go through my whips here, I'll be like, yes, I got a lot done. We'll talk about that in life stuff. Nothing major. Just weather related. All right, now we will go into my whips. This is a new cast on. You have not seen this. This is Bags by Awesome Granny. If I can talk. This is my Desert Vista Dyework socks for February. That's the tag. And the colorway is Somebody Loves You, as in the sheep you. I love this colorway. I love it. All right, are you ready? How am I going to do this? Do we do it this way? I guess we'll do it this way. We'll do a cuff down. We'll do it slow style. Bing! Ta-da! Oh, look at that. I love it. So here is first sock. Number 1, I made the leg extra long because this is a sock I'm going to wear in February, and it's cold here, so I want a long leg. All these markers are counting my rows. 10 rows per marker. I'm going to do a cut-in afterthought heel right there. 64 stitches, 12 rows of 2x2 rib. Yeah. I finished the toe yesterday, and then I cast on the second sock. All I got is, I didn't even weave in my hand. Embarrassing. Usually I weave in my hands after I do the cuff. I didn't. So here is sock number 2. I used Chiaogoo red lace, 2.5 millimeter needles, which is a US 1.5, 32-inch cord, 12 rows of 2x2 rib, and they're not going to match. I'm trying not to waste too much of the yarn because I want to see if I can get a shorty pair out of this. So, I mean, it's like, so I cast on with the pink, and the pink is like the first stripe, so it's like, it's going to be 1 stripe off. Not a big deal. I don't care. I don't care about non-matching. Actually, non-matching is a lot, is not as, it's easier than trying to match them. But since I learned the trick of casting on when in between where the color changes, it is a lot easier to get them to match that way. But like I said, I didn't want to waste too much yarn, so I just cast on. How did that work? Oh, I forgot. I had to cut this in 2 balls. I'm like, wait a second. I ended this with the pink and that. How did I start with pink on this one? I forgot. There was a ply that split, like right in the middle of this skein of yarn, so I had to cut it. So I have 2 balls, that's why it doesn't match. Or that's why that's that way. So yes, I really want to work on these, but I really want to finish another project. I'm torn. It's all right. Just keep on chugging. And since this is a February colorway, I might just go ahead and cast on some shorties after I'm done with this pair. Just because I don't know if I'm going to want to knit February socks in like August or something like that. My yarn's tangled on my zipper pull there. All right, there we go. So that is my whip number 1. So we'll see. I might cast on, and I might use that hot pink Stroll for heels and toes. Maybe cuffs. I'll have to weigh my yarn to see. See how much I have. All right, now this is, oh, I love this project. I just want to work on everything. I need more time in the day. All right, this is my Melting Marl Scarf by Stephen West. I'm using all scraps. I only have one ball attached because I ran out of a color. So I'm on the green section. Maybe that's why I'm excited. Here's my bag of green yarn that I haven't left. Oh, there's a tag on that one. I have my advent calendar in there from Trilogy Yarns, and I put tags on them because I was just going to use that as my marl scarf. But then I decided, let's add some other colors in there to play. I'm glad I did because it probably wouldn't have been long enough, or I wouldn't have had enough yarn. Where's my stitchy marker? Wow, I got a lot done on this. Oh, this is beautiful. All right, you ready, guys? Oh, look at this. So you can see my snowman down there. I'm shaking it so you can see it. So that's how much I got done this week. I finished section 2. I was right in the middle of it. So then I finished section 3, and I think I'm almost done. It says 12. How many times do I have to do it? I think it's 15 or 16. 16. So yeah, I got 4 more times, and then the section. Oh, but look at this. I love it. Oh, I think my favorite section is this wavy section down here. That is my favorite. But I also like this section because there's no purling in this section. It's all knitting. So here it is. I'll start at the bottom here. I didn't have a lot of red in my stash, so I started with pink. So we're doing pink, doing a rainbow. I don't know, can you see? And I am going to have to block it. So I'm just going to have to figure something out because you can see this orange section in the middle there. It's like cinching in on the side. So I have to block this. So I don't know, we'll figure something out. I think after, yes, I'd finished 2. I finished the sections 1 through 3 twice. I have to do it 6 times. So I'm almost half done. So I gotta do the 2 and, this is section 1, so I do 2 and 3, and then at that point it will be half done. So maybe it won't be as long as I thought it was gonna be, but it's gonna block out. So hopefully I have enough room, and hopefully I have enough blockers to block this, because I don't want to buy. I have 2 sets of blockers. I don't want to get another one. I don't think my house will be long enough to, so we'll figure something out. But oh, look at that! It's so beautiful. Beautiful. I'm using US 8s, my interchangeable Chiaogoos. I have my cocoa knit stoppers on there. Now I just want to work on this. Ugh, my knitting mojo is like through the roof. I just wish I had more time to knit. I need more time to knit. All right, we're going to move Mr. Snowman so that I can see how much I get done this week. If I can finish one project, it will free up a lot of my time. It'll be one whip down off the list. So we'll see. Yep, so I'm just holding 2 yarns together. When I run out, I just add another color. And I'm doing the weave in, steeve in method. So they're all weaved in, woved in, however you want to say it. So after I block it, I will just snip them. So yeah. Oh, and there's no, I'm doing the Icord as I go. So I don't have to go around the whole thing afterwards. Oh, I love this project. I would definitely knit this again. Definitely. It's fingering weight held double, so it's really squishy. Oh, I love it. I want to finish it so I can wear it, man. But I don't know. I feel like by the time I finish it, it might be warming up, but that's okay. All right, that is that whip. I think I said everything. Now we're going to do the epic whip. The epic whip. Oh, I didn't talk about, I'm wearing scrappy socks today. I wear these all the time, so I don't know if I really need to keep putting my foot up here to show you, but these are my all-time favorite scrappy socks. They do not match. They're made with Patton's Croy. Oh. But yes, oh. That is my foot. And that is my awkward stretch for the day. So yes, they're my favorite scrappy socks. I love Patton's Croy for like this time of year, for like January and February, because it's so cold here. That's just perfect. Are you ready for the epic, almost done whip? All right. I guess I will just throw this out here. It's part of life stuff, but last week I mentioned, oh, we're getting a snowstorm. The kids might miss one day, maybe 2. Well, they missed 3 days of school. They did not have school Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. So, since I didn't go anywhere, I put a lot of work into my Cozy Memories blanket. If you followed me on Instagram, you've already seen this. But, so I did 28 squares. That's right, 28 squares. I don't know. Usually I'm like, well, I did 2 on this day, 3 on this day. I don't remember. I know I did 12 on Friday. I think on Sunday I did 6. Not positive. But, where's the end? And I can't. I have a needle and a ball of yarn attached to this, so it's going to be really hard to show. But I finished. And I started the border. Look at that. It looks kind of wonky in some spots, but you know what? I don't care. It's a blanket, and it looks a lot better than... So here's the Icord. And here it is with no Icord. So I think it looks a lot better with than without, so I'm just going to keep going. I started doing a 3 stitch? 3 stitches for Icord, and I did like 2 squares, and I'm like, I don't like this, so I ripped it out. And then I did 4, and 4 was perfect. 4 is going to use more yarn, whatever. This is how much I have. I did not weigh this before I wound it, but I'm sure it was about 50. I finished a side, and I am on the second side. I finished a short side, and now I'm on a long side, so let's weigh this and see. 40 grams. So I got 40 grams left. I would love to just, use this all and be done, but if it doesn't happen, it's fine, because as you can see, I have 5 more skeins right there, so I have more. So I'll probably finish this long side, and then I will weigh my yarn again, and then see. But, oh, yes, look at this. So I finished my last square on Friday night. This one is my last square. I had to do this bright green because that's my favorite. Actually, any shade of green is my favorite, but that is the last square. So for my Icord, my blanket here, my Icord, I used the K of the Crazy Sock Lady tutorial. So I started here. I started like kind of in the middle of the end here. I should have started here, but that's okay. So I'm gonna have to Kitchener. We'll see how that goes. Kitchener the I-cord together. That might be a little messy, but I figured it's on the bottom. Whatever. I'll figure it out. So yes, I did pretty much all of this in one day. And then last night I went around the corner here and then I stopped like right there. And then I finished that this morning from there to there. So, you know, I want to work on other things, but I really want to finish this. So maybe I'll work on a little bit and take a break, work on my sock, or maybe just get up and do something else. I got laundry to do today, so let's see, where is the end? So here is that end, and then here is, yeah, that's a long way. This is the long side. So it's 25 squares by 20. That is a total of 500 squares. I can't believe I have 500 colors to put in this. Now, some of them are repeats, just because I did a swap with somebody over for Christmas, and she had some of the same yarns that I've had, so there's a couple in there that are the same. And there might be some that are the same yarn, like advent calendars, because the stripe sequence is so long. I might have added a couple. So there might be a few that are the same type of yarn or the same exact yarn, but I don't care. You're not going to tell. I guess if you really want to look at it and stare at it for hours. But I love it. So I'm doing the Coziest Memories by Kemper Ray. For my I-cord, I'm using the same as I did for the blanket, which is US 2. I'm using Zings, and I have little cocoa stoppers on there, so my stitches don't fall off because that would make me sad. So that's how we're doing that. I don't know what else to say about this, as I love it. I started it in, I want to say December of 2018, but maybe it was 2018. It might have been late 2018, but so almost about 4 years. That is a long time. That's probably why I really want to finish it. Also, this is going to count for a ton for Stashdown. Yes, that border looks a lot better. Yes, it's going to take a long time or longer. But actually, I started the border. It was like 2 o'clock-ish. And then before I went to bed, I was almost done with one side. So, I don't know. I'm just going to keep going. This side is a lot easier to pick up stitches than the other side was, so maybe it'll go a little faster. So I'm hoping, cross your fingers for me, that this will be an FO next week. Because I really want it to be an FO. I want to be able to use it. Right now I am using it, but now it has a needle attached. So it's like, well, I might as well, since I'm laying down, sitting here, I might as well work on this. So evening knitting is probably going to be this for a while until I finish it. Which means another blanket might get neglected for a little bit, but that's okay. All right, last whip. This is my other scrappy blanket. I didn't work on this very, very much. Now this is what I have left. I was going to try to finish what I had left here, but it did not happen because I was distracted by my cozy memories. That's okay. After I'm finished with that, this is going to be on my list to finish. So I'm holding 2 strands of fingering weight together. Stop covering my mouth. I'm doing a magic knot ball of Knitpicks Felici scraps, and then Knitpicks Stroll ash. I've decided that I'm going to do one more ball. I have one more magic knot ball of Felici scraps that's already wound up. And I have 2 more balls plus something else. I think plus another small one. I think I have like 12 grams. I'm just going to go ahead and use it. And then I'm going to stop. Or I'm going to stop until I run out of ash Stroll. Because I need to do an Icord border around this. And now that I got that figured out, this is going to be easy breezy. Also, this is on US 8s. So I feel like it will go by, the Icord will go by faster. Also, I don't know if this is going to be as big as my Cozy Memories. So I got a little bit done. A little bit. My inch and a half maybe. Using Chiaogoo's red lace. These are fixed ones. I was tempted to just, I don't remember what day it was. There was one day where it's like, I think I'm done. And then I just changed my mind. Part of me just wants to finish these blanket whips. So, after I finish my Cozy Memories, I'm going to be focusing on this probably in the evenings. Because lately I've been doing my squares in the morning, so that will free up my morning knitting time to work on, I don't know, socks, or maybe I'll work on this. I don't know. But here it is. I keep looking at that. That's where my magic knot ball, where it changed colors. I keep thinking it's like dropped a stitch or something, but so here is my blanket. Love it. So let's move my marker. I don't know what else to say. This is the Cozy Comfort Throw by Molly of a Homespun House. So, yeah, that is the thing. I said the needles was US 8. I think I cast on 250 stitches. That is not what the pattern said. So, if you want to get the pattern, and you can cast on the stitches that she said. I probably should have, because it's kind of big. That's okay. I like a wide blanket. It's all right. And that's it. Well, that is it for my whips. Pretty much, again, 3 out of the 4 were scrappy. Okay, next cast on. I'm kind of conflicted because I'm going to show these 2 because these are the ones that are probably going to get cast on. I also want to make some more DK socks. I've been wearing mine a lot this week, and I love them, and I need more of them. So, I don't know when that's going to happen, but hopefully soon. So this is what I'm going to cast on. Next. This is Patton's Croy sock in the blue rag stripe. This is like the classic Patton's Croy color. I feel like every knitter has a pair of socks in this. I have a pair of socks. These are going to be for my mom. I did knit her a pair out of this yarn, and she wore them so much that they fell apart. So I said, I will just make you another pair. I think if she gets another hole in one of her socks, I might want to experiment like darning them, because I have never had a pair of socks have a hole in it. Probably because I have so many, and there are some that I've never even worn, and I only have 2 feet, and I have so many socks. I have a sock dilemma. It's like I love knitting socks, But I have too many. I have too many socks. So these will probably be cast on. These are my next sock whip. If I finish my DVD Desert Vista Dyework socks this week. I hope I can. That's the plan. All right, and I have one acquisition. Row on yarns. This came yesterday, so I'm like, oh yay, I have acquisition for my podcast. Excuse me. Sorry for the loud crinkling. I already opened this, but it comes with a little bag with there's usually a little treat in there, and then there's so this one is M&M's. M&M's. And then this stitch marker has confetti in the bag, which is cute. But is that upside down? There's a stitch marker for this time. And I don't know if does everybody get the same dyer? I got Murky Depths. Never used their yarn before. Murky Depths. I can't say that word very well. It's a 80/20. Yeah. I'm just reading it. Sorry, I'm being rude. I'm trying to find out where her... New York. That's what I'm trying to find where she is at. So here's what I have. Oh. So I don't know, since this is Stashdown, this technically doesn't count, so I might just save these for a while. And, I don't know, do scrappy socks. I don't know. Heels, toes, and cuffs. I'm unsure, but I am allowing myself to have these so I have a little bit of a yarn fix, as they say. So I don't buy sock yarn, because I said before, I have too many socks. I don't need any more socks, so I need to stop buying sock yarn. I'll stick that in there, and I'll deal with that later. So that is my only acquisition. I believe I was good and I did not buy any yarn this week. I don't think I bought anything this week besides groceries. So, pat. All right, life stuff. I told you before we got a snowstorm. That was, how many inches was it? I think it was like 8 or 9, maybe 10. It's hard to tell. Somewhere around there. Was it Wednesday? Was it all day Wednesday? Yes, it snowed all day Wednesday. And then some Wednesday night. And then by Thursday, I think it was done. So kids did not have school on Wednesday, did not have school on Thursday, and did not have school on Friday. So they are driving me crazy right now because this is day 5 of us all being cooped up in the house together. My husband did take them sledding yesterday for a few hours, so I got a little bit of quiet time. But now we're right back to annoying me. So cross your fingers. I'm crossing my fingers that they will have school tomorrow. I'm pretty sure they will. Almost positive. Or I hope so anyway. So yeah, I got a lot of knitting done because of that. I did not go anywhere. I am so thankful I'm thanking my past self for getting groceries on Tuesday because the roads were still nasty on Friday. So, good decision made right there. Yeah, I pretty much just knit. As you can see, I got a lot of knitting done. I'm just going to keep on going. My one goal for this week is to finish that Icord on that blanket. I am on Icord Island. Right now it's not bothering me that much. It's very repetitive, but I like that motion. So I'm just going to keep on going. Yep. What else? I would like to finish my Desert Vista Dyework socks too, but I don't know if that's going to happen. We'll see. See how long it takes me to, do that Icord. What else in life stuff? There really hasn't been anything else. Oh, there's one thing. I think, if all goes well and the mail is nice to me and it doesn't get lost or delayed too much, I ordered the Painting Shawls, Stephen West's new book from the Modern Skein that's in Texas. They had copies. I believe they still have copies. If not, I know Stephen West put out more copies, so you can buy it from his shop if you want to. I wanted to buy it from the U.S. because shipping was too expensive, and I didn't know how long it was going to take to get here. So, anyway, I got a shipping notification. Was it Friday that it was shipped? And then I checked yesterday, and it says it's going to be here on Tuesday. Oh, so excited. So now it's like, I'm going to look at that, and I'm going to want to cast on another shawl. Oh, man. But I got to finish my scarf first. I got to finish that. I have to finish that scarf first before I cast on a big project. It's too many. I got too many big projects going on right now. Whoops. I hit my box. Sorry. And I just want to finish up before I start new stuff. So I need to finish my scarf. And I need to finish my blanket. And then maybe I can cast on a new shawl. That might be another month, but I guess it'll give me time to think about it. I think I know which one I'm going to do next because I already have yarn for it. I don't have to buy yarn. So I'm probably going to do that because if I buy yarn, I can't count it for Stashdown. That one is going to be the painting, I think it's called Painting Honeycombs. I think that's in that book. And I'm going to use my Dragon Horde Yarn / Yarn Cafe Creations Advent Calendar, the Harry Potter one. I'm going to hold it with Stroll. I'm going to do white. Hopefully I don't regret that decision. But I thought it would be cool because all of those colors are very dark. So I was going to try something different and do white. It's going to either go really well or it's going to go really bad. Hopefully the yarn doesn't bleed onto the white. So far I haven't had any bleeding problems with yarn. I do, there's some that I do color catchers, but I haven't. I guess there was one pair of mustache yarn ones that I think Scrumptious Pearl and a mustache yarn were too close together. And I got pink on my mustache yarn one. But it doesn't bother me. Nobody's going to see it. It's on my foot. So that is my only bleeding experience that I've had so far in my knitting career. So I think maybe I'll just put a whole bunch of color catchers in that thing and not soak it very long and not do super, super cold water. That is the plan. Or maybe I'm not going to knit swatch. Maybe I'll just take scraps and soak them and see what happens. Soak them in a little bowl or something. And see if it bleeds. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. I'm just rambling now. I guess we're going to end this. I don't think I have anything else. I'm done. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any comments or questions, put them right down there. I do love reading all of your comments. I might not respond to all of them, but I do heart them just to let you know that I did read them. Yes, I'm on Icord Island, and I hope to be off by next Sunday. All right. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you all have your knitting mojo. I'm sorry if you don't have your knitting mojo. I am sending you knitting mojo. Sending you some, not all of it because I need some, but here's some knitting mojo for you. And hopefully I will see you next week. Bye.